Guys, Keith again with Bulletproof RC. And I'm back with you again to share an update. I have a new kit. Guys, I have wanted a Hyper 10 SC for many, many years now. If you're familiar with OFNA Hyper 10 SCs, they were released back in 2010 and they were actually the national champion at that time on all of the racetracks, stamping out the competition of Team Associated, Traxxas, and many other brands. The Hyper 10 SC was very, very competitive on the track, very tunable, aluminum chassis, four-wheel drive, durable drivetrain. OFNA packs all the goods, guys. A lot of folks aren't familiar with OFNA because back in 2013, OFNA lost the contract to bring this manufacturer product over here to the United States. HPI then picked up that contract, but they failed to deliver the product. Well, it was my surprise. I received an email a few months back from Tower Hobbies and A Main, and now they are selling Hobao products. They have a slew of them on their websites, and they're relatively cheap. I actually got this kit for $150. Now, I did not get the kit from A Main or Tower Hobbies. I found an independent seller, Pegasus Hobbies, on eBay, and they had the vehicle listed for bid, and I made them an offer and they accepted. So I got a Hyper 10 SC electric kit for $150, guys. You can't beat that for a four-wheel drive short course truck, especially one of this quality. So I'm very excited. I've met a few guys here locally that I've been bashing on parking lot environments. We've been doing some figure eights and oval racing, and they're using short course trucks, and I wanted something close fender that I could be competitive against them. I have a number of RCs, but the trophy truck is not really an asphalt basher. It'll wind up on its lid more than it needs to. The open wheel design of both my buggies gets tangled up when you're trying to race against several competitors, and that's just not something I wanted. I wanted some closed fender rubbing a la NASCAR style. So basically I wanted something cheap, and I was looking at two-wheel drive slashes, low CG, but when I come across this and the guy accepted my offer, I just couldn't beat the deal. So anyway, I'm very excited, guys. Let's look in here. I'm not really a big fan of unboxings. That is not what this is. And you want to see an unboxing of this vehicle? There's plenty online. But check this out, guys. Aluminum chassis, nice. And OFNA puts a very strong coating on their aluminum chassis. I had an OFNA GTP 2E a few years back, and I mean, I was surprised at how little damage that chassis got over time running asphalt. But has nice, I think those are aluminum center drive shaft, center diff, aluminum motor mount. It's got aluminum shock towers. There is full aluminum shocks. They're somewhere in there. Maybe I took them out already. But anyway, aluminum shocks. I got to build those. I'm just excited, guys. This is really, really awesome. To finally get one of these trucks. Seen guys racing these trucks on racetracks locally back in 2010 through 2013, and I always wanted one. And right back then I had a Slash, and I was amazed by them. Check this out. I'll pause the video. I got to pull something else out. STRC full upgrade kit. I found these on eBay as well. I bid on these. $9, $7 shipping, got them all for $16. Front shock tower, rear shock tower, front chassis brace, aluminum hexes, carbon fiber center top plate for mounting your ESC, a proprietary STRC battery mount that lets you move the battery forward or backwards for adjustments. hardened front and rear CVDs from SDRC, a rear chassis brace from SDRC, and a front center diff mount from SDRC. 16 bucks, guys. You can't beat that. I got this this vehicle for $150. Got all these upgrades for $16, and I already had electronics on hand that I'm going to use. I'm going to pause the video again. I'll pull the electronics out, show you what I'm going to use. A couple of more things that I had purchased separately. One thing I definitely wanted from SDRC was the Delrin spur gear. Definitely quietens things down. It has a metal spur gear that is included with the kit, and it's very durable, but it eats your pinion gears up, and most everyone who has had a Hyper 10 SC has one of the first upgrades they did was the Delrin spur. So very durable offering from SDRC and quieter. Of course, DE Racing rear skid plates protect the back of that chassis. Got a better deal on the, that's not the price I gave for it, but the Hobao front top plate. I wanted to get the STRC to match, but got a better deal on this. And Integrity, there you are. A lot of folks have problems with Integrity. I haven't had an Integrity part fail me. I am selective over where I put Integrity parts just because of the reputation of using soft aluminum. This is actually just front body mount set. I had read that the body mounts included with the kit a brake if you flip the vehicle a lot. I'm just going to use the portion the body post slide out into, and I'm going to use some other posts that I have that fit in that diameter of hole that are bendy, and I think I'll eliminate the chances of breaking a body post that way. Now, as far as electronics, some of this stuff is going to look familiar. This is the ESC that came out of my Team Associated rival monster truck. It is an SC 1300 DB. It is, I do not know the amp rating, but it is a 4S rated ESC up to a 2600 kV motor. So I plan on running 2S and running a 3800 kV 550 can motor. You may see it in the background there. It's a G-force down there. Again, I purposely went on a budget with this particular build. I just wanted something that I'm not going to have $500 or $600 in, or $1,000 in, looking at you over there, Yeti, that I can run and bash and not worry about my investment. So again, you know, this ESC wasn't a very impressive ESC in the rival monster truck. That's a 1/8 scale monster truck, but in a 1/10 scale short course truck, this ESC should be overkill by far. And I did try this ESC before I upgraded the rival. It's very smooth. I have no doubts it's going to take care of my my needs. And again, okay, budget, guys, a G-force 3800. I forgot what I gave for this. It's been in my parts bin for some time. I almost went with the Reedy 2000 kV in this, but I think that would just be ridiculous. So I decided to go with a 550 can 3800, and that also allows me to run 2S or 3S. And I think 3S is going to be too much, but I can do it if I need to. This is the servo from the rival as well, and it's the DS 1510 milligram. This servo is rated at around, I'm going from memory here, it might be a little off, but it's around 150 inch-ounces of torque and 0.15 or 0.16 transit speed. So it's not the fastest servo out there. I like the 1258 Sevox because it's a little quicker, but plenty of torque. It should get the vehicle pointed in the right direction, and I may upgrade it down the road, but for starting off, it's as fast as a Traxxas servo, but yet it has metal gears, so you don't have to worry about those plastic gears stripping out on the four-wheel drive platform. And this vehicle, Does not come with a radio box. It has a plate that you can mount a receiver on, and I have had this in my parts bin as well for some time. It's a Fusion radio box. I can't even remember what vehicle this is intended for, but it fits right in front of the battery tray, and I'm going to just double stick tape it down and keep my receiver and wiring in that. And just going with a knockoff Spectrum, get it in the light here so we can see the SR3100. I've got several of these. They have not failed me. They're much cheaper than a Spectrum receiver, and of course here in the United States the Spectrum radios are still compatible with the knockoff brand receivers. Over in Europe, I think they have fixed that to keep you from using the cheap receivers. But anyway, all right, I'm going to pause the video, guys. I'm going to get to installing parts, painting a body, and I'll come back with you and show you the final product once it's assembled. All right, guys, got everything installed, and very pleased with how everything came together. Had just painted it simple, had some black paint left over, so I used that. And the Rockstar labels or decals I had laying around, so I think it all turned out pretty good. I'm going to pull the body off and let's get a closer look. Guys, got everything installed. As you can see, the ESC servo and motor that I had on hand already are a perfect combo for this setup. The 3800 kV G-force, which is a very inexpensive motor, paired with that 1/8 scale XP ESC out of my rival. There's plenty of get up and go there on 2S. Can run 3S as well. Haven't tried that because I'm getting around 40 miles per hour out of the setup on 2S. The servo's doing a fantastic job. Again, this came from the rival, so it has plenty of torque and 0.16 transit speed on it, so it's doing a great job. The STRC parts were flawless installation, fit and finish, of course. As you can see, the shock tower, chassis braces, and rear shock tower, everything's just fantastic there. The ESC top plate, I mean, it's all great, guys. Really, really good. I did do a small modification to this car. This car does not have a radio box stock. They intend for you to mount your radio receiver right here on this plate that's above the servo. I can't remember exactly what vehicle this Fusion receiver box was made for, but I saw it on a forum in an SCTE, and I looked it up myself. You can type in Fusion receiver box in Google and probably find what it goes to. I found it in the Google pictures. So anyway, very pleased. Put 2 battery packs through this car so far. Handling is super great. It's a fantastic 4-wheel drive short course truck. Super light compared to an SCTE, and I think it's only a couple of grams heavier than a Slash 4x4. So considering you get all that aluminum and it's that light, it's a fantastic vehicle. So anyway, guys, I'm going to keep this vehicle to a minimum. So as always, like and subscribe to Shoe Fits, and have yourself a great day. Go get you a Hyper 10 SC.